Hello and welcome to CWC yet again. I'm your commentator for today. Oh, I'm sorry a bit late on this podcast. I was stuck a bit later than usual. So, as you can see, we're in Britain. We're in very wet Britain. I think the drivers are going to be feeling their chances of keeping out the bar that rice and get a lot of wet. So this is going to make things, a bit more entertaining for us, a bit more, so a few changes to the driver lineup. We have new driver Enrique Salama. We have this guy whose name I Barto. We have Barto, and we have Samu, the Pito. I'm gonna call him Samu. So, hello, welcome to them. Hope they have a nice first race. We also welcome Mac Jarno, who hasn't raced with us for about 4 weeks now. So Zach has had it his own way for quite a while. Sometimes he's going to put an end to that immediately. We're going to ride a board with Coleman. We'll see who's going to be the first across the line. Salah looks pretty close. Salami rather. Or Eric. Alright, we're going to roll with Eric. So 26 laps around this track. Easy one stop from the soft to medium or vice versa. Easier, especially since all the guys are starting on that set. Anytime trying to break through these, this is a wet qualifying session. As Eric comes across the line, he's got about a lap in. It's a 1:39.5. It's a pole position for the time being. We'll see the time probably coming down unless the weather worsens. Coleman has across the line, the two others in front of him. I think they're either starting or finishing the lap, so we'll see time coming in regardless. Yep, West takes it in second, Coleman takes second off of it immediately. So, little ways off Eric, so nice little early bicycle for Eric there, he usually these obviously. It's interesting to see how well he can do. One driver I'm interested in seeing how they get on is Dark Ninja. Yeah, his first two races were a bit crazy. Crashed out from very good point scoring positions in his first two races, but to say he picked it up would be an understatement. Last race I believe he received a second or third, so definitely improvements from him. I expect a bit more on both Jordan now. He comes across the line, Carpenter again, he puts him in second place. After catching off of his tire. Sliding is slipping all around the place. Well, he's in number 50, so he's gonna find it a bit more difficult than some of the other drivers. As you can see him pretty short-shifting, not really abandoning the fact that you can see he's definitely short-shifting to maintain that traction and keep Wilson to a minimum. Now, I don't know whether it'll be dry or not. I think we're going to have to look into the chat to see if it will or will not be. Dry for the race, that is. So only, five drivers, there we go, 6 drivers getting a lap in, Muslim getting a lap in, it's about total. About 9 seconds off the pace, so that's enough to this. Sorry. There we go. Sammy gets a lap in 39.9 for the front two, consisting of the two new drivers in the league. So that's pretty interesting to see those two so far up. Spice it just a bit. We have 7 drivers here today, which is a very nice turnout. Very good to see. Even with the game and the state of it, relatively newly, like CWC can still get the numbers. as Yarno, there's a shot. Yarno puts it up into pole. 1.3 quicker than Jordan, who also just got active. So I think those two are very close to each other. He's going to keep on going, so Yarno, great lap from him. Zach is, he had his work cut out to beat Yarno. He's had his own race pretty much for 4 weeks, for a month now, has Zach. So let's see if he can keep up with Yarno, who actually had a lead race just in a different race yesterday. Yes, I did in fact choose it. A lot of other viewers who said he catch on the first lap. But yeah. So wet sections in the race and in quality. It's going to be light rain in the race. Interesting. Very interesting. Now the same as the driving to Dweller. Puts a Williams 1-2, he puts a 39.2, two laps of him. Yarno's still on the lap, so we'll see if he improves. Get the telemetry up. Very cautious final 2 corners. That's a 37.6. Zach is 7 tenths off, so Zach is within the range. We need to find a bit more though if he wants to fight with Yarno, but because that's Zach's first lap, so the fuel goes down and the tires warm up. I think so. It's getting closer. Of course, we are second now. Jordan takes quarter position, 38.7, so nice little battle between those two this corner. Buckings are going very slowly. Final structure now. This is the effect you get, but just be taking it nice and tidy. Across the line, and he puts it into 10. So RG, Maddie, Monkey, Class, and Bart still just to set a lap, all of them. Jarvis and Zach, they cross the line once again. I don't think they're on the lap there. So here comes Zach to 37, and he's still first place. There we go, that's what we want to see. Zach and Yarno going hammer and tongs, and here comes Yarno. Yeah, he takes it right back. 36.6. Wow. So we got for 7 tenths. Zach found those 7 tenths, and Yarno just found another 7 tenths. Really cat and mouse between those two. Enjoy it. Give it into the Eric Lambert on that. See what he does. He has such an early pace car he was. Alright, my voice is very quiet, should be louder now. Hopefully I was talking just about loud enough that you can hear me. Otherwise that would be fairly embarrassing. Thank you RBDRNV333 for telling me that. So, crazy bit of wheel spin there for Eric Salama. Through the final 2 corners. Takes that sausage, no, he avoids the sausage curb in the way, you don't want to get onto that. And he sets a 37.9, so good luck from him, he takes back 3rd position. I'm seeing a nice little gaggle of Eric, Jorik, Buffy, and you can include Dark Ninja as well, all sort of battling it out though, as I say that, Rusted pips Dark Ninja to 5th place, or 6th place rather, as Yarno entered the pits. Zach is out of fuel, so those two will be getting a top up and going again. Ruslan put him, as I said, put him to the 6th place. We'll see if he continues on. So Russ on a lap, Sam fairly close to him, Coleman, Chris, Nicky Michaels and Beckett's, RG, Maddie's still yet to the lap. It's a bit surprising for Maddie to not set a lap yet. I would actually qualify in the harder compound, but there's not much you can do in that regard, since it's a wet race. We ride on board with Chris first, then we'll flick to Ruslan, then to Sam the Pito. I'm just gonna call him Pito. Rounds the final penultimate 2 corners. Into the final corner now. Chris, will he improve position? He will not. So flicking to Russ, he's in the pits, and Pito, nice little drift across the line, and he improves 38-1. He sticks it into 4th place. I believe that Eric actually improved as well, so Eric 37-4. He might be giving Zach a bit of a run for his money. We're running over with RG as he rounds the final sector now. Stowe, lovely corner in the way, and the dry RG's completely lost it, and yeah, he's gonna bail on that lap. He still has to set a lap, and you can see why he's clearly struggling a lot. And yeah, he just completely messed that up. Completely. I don't know any other words. Booze round Stowe. He takes it considerably better than RG just did. Nice braking. I believe Boo's actually no assist because he raises an ALR, so that's something that I didn't know. Fair play to him for tackling no assist in the wet. He did not improve on his lap, or I don't think he did. So he's going to stay in 12th place. He's made a catastrophic mistake, and he just about survives. Yeesh. The car just went on him completely, and his front wing has gone packing, shall we say. Another driver off the track. It seems the conditions are just not suiting these drivers, unless Eric was getting out of the way there for the car ahead. You know, if so, then shut me up. I think he's doing the same again. Yes, he is. Compared to him. For Yarno's about to start a lap. Some of the Pito, 2/10 off of his previous lap. He was not able to improve, and I think he's backed out of that one. Coleman. Around the final corner now. See, in the wet you can just, as Coleman comes across the line, he improves, he doesn't even change the position. See, in the wet you can just put a good decent amount of fuel in and set about 3-4 laps, because your ERS first of all will drain a lot less than in the dry. Your tires will wear a lot less, and you know, you need to get them under the temperature. You need to get yourself really customized and acclimatized to the track in the wet conditions. So you usually your best off setting 3 or 4 laps, 2 or 3 laps to get yourself fully plugged in with conditions, which is what we saw Yarno and Zach doing, trading lap times. And we're going to start doing that again, I imagine, as Yarno is in the first sector. West, round Stowe. Oh, and then another car off completely. I don't know who that. I think that was a Red Bull. Chris, yes, it was. Completely off of the track. West, who's not improved. He's quite a ways off actually. So whether that was just a little bit of an installation lap. Yarno's giving up on his lap, so he's made a mistake. Zach, I think he's giving up on his lap too, so yeah, these conditions definitely hard for these drivers. Even the top drivers of Zach and Yarno, they're not just, you know, setting laps, pumping laps out as the mood takes them. They're definitely having to work for it. The track fighting against them. Boom, well on that lap. West on his lap. Chris around Brooklands. Already starting a lap. Let's see if he can actually complete it this time. Matty, he's also starting a lap, so he needs to get a lap in immediately. As does Monkey, who is shafting the track. to make sure he gets across. Interesting tactic from him. And Bert. So it seems RG, Matty, Monkey, and Bert. Monkey's out of the race, out of the qualifying session rather. So is Eric Salam. Did they come into contact, or is the race? It's just over. Didn't even notice. So yeah, that's why he was shopping the track. He did not make it in time. Here's Yarno and here's Zach. Samatino takes 4th, Coleman in 5th. Jordan not going to improve from his position of 6th. The time was just sort of creeped up on me completely. I joined late, so I completely forgot the time was creeping down. So I all the way down in 10. Class gets a lap in. He's going to be in 14. RG, Matty, Yarno, and Zach, the final drivers to start to set a lap. I think first will be Yarno. Yep. Yarno looks like he's about 4/10 up on his time. This is going to be a very solid time. It's 36.1. He takes pole position. He retains pole position, I should say. Matty's off the track. Matty's going to be starting last in this session. He just did not get sorted out at all. RG, he consumes the pressure. He is going to be starting in 7th place. Zach now, what can he do about Yarno's time? Through Stowe. Took it nice and tight. Got a really good exit. The final 3 corners is looking good, but can he beat Yarno, who is also looking very good? It's a 34, it's a 35, it's a 36. He improves. I don't think he actually did improve, and it's going to be 2nd for Zach. So, surprise, surprise, Yarno takes pole position. Zach in 2nd place. Zach is so used to being, you know, ahead of the rest of the pack by miles. He's now going to be chasing rather than have a little arm's length for people behind him. So your grid: Yarno, Zach, Eric, Samu, I'm calling Pinto, keep forgetting that. Coleman in 5th, George 6th, RG 7th, 8th West, 9th Dark Ninja, 10th Ruslan, 11th Dweller, 12th Chris, 13th Berto, 14th Bush, who spectacularly crashed out, 15th Class, 16th Matty, starting 16th place, and Monkey GUK in last place. A lot of Monkey and Matt just unable to get a lap time in the 18 minutes allotted to them. The conditions definitely, they were not prepared for the conditions, has to be said, as they just starting in the 10th row of this one. I don't think it's the 10th row, I think it's more the 9th row, 8th and 9th row. Not full grid, obviously. So, as it was a rainy qualifying, where all the drivers are going to have their preferred set of tires. They want to, no, they're not going to have that. It's raining in the race. I completely forgot about that fact. So they're not going to have a preferred set. They're going to be starting on inters. It's been a long day. Don't mind me. As we are away with the formation lap, Yarno leads the drivers there, wasting no time in 3rd place. He wants to get going on his debut. He wants to show everyone what he can do. So I think prediction-wise, I think it's fair to say Yarno and Zach will be the top 2. Eric, Pito, Coleman, Jorit, RG, West, Dark Ninja, Ruslan, Dweller, Chris. Honestly, Berto, Bouge, you know, I love Pass, but I can't really include him. Matty, Monkey. I think all of these drivers are definitely in a shout of the podium. So I think it's going to be whoever gets the luckiest, whoever shows the most promise. I'm getting onto that podium. I'm going to say Yarno to win, Zach second, and I'm going to put Jordan in third place. Put Jordan in third place. As I said, that guy go from like third to 10th really, all within a shout. Because RG gets disqualified, as does Bouge and Berto. That's really not going to help their tires on the start. Back to that list: Dark Ninja, Jorit, Eric, Pito, Coleman, West. There's been a bit of a purge. All the drivers just unable to keep out of each other's way. Monkey's gone. A bit messy with the formation now, but I sure hope it's not as messy as that in the actual race, although I kind of do. In a petty person like that, that'd be pretty fun to commentate on. As Yarno rounds the final corner to see this graveyard of cars, in order to keep it nice and safe on the formation now, resulting in their disqualification. He takes his first place grid spot that he also rightfully earned, ahead of Zach, who will be desperate to get into that run to turn 1 before he does. So, the drivers are primed, the hearts are beating, fingers on triggers, feet on pedals, 5 red lights, and off we go. Yarno looks to get a good start. Zach unable to do anything about it. Yarno leads away. Eric manages to keep third. Samu in fourth place. It looks like a very clean start. Jordan jumps RG. But no, Jordan and RG both jump Coleman, who's not the best of starts. Look, a very clean start from this grid, you have to say. Although, that being said, Ruslan all the way down in last place with front wing damage. Awful start for Ruslan. As we look back to the front, a bit of a gaggle as Monkey down the inside of Dark Ninja forces him out wide. Dark Ninja's going to keep his nose in there. Can he do it? He just about can, but it looks like Monkey's going to get a great start from Monkey. He started in last place, didn't he? He's already up into 11th, I believe. No, 10th. 10th. Terrific start from Monkey. Going up the field, looks like Pito looking very racy on the back of Sam, Eric, but he gets onto the grass, and he's gone from looking racy to looking in his rear mirrors to seeing Jordan behind him, going for the moving Stowe. He fends Jordan off, however. West and Coleman butting heads. Coleman had an awful start. West pretty much didn't really move from where he started. Dweller looking in the background. Jordan and Pito side by side still, and Archie's coming into play now too. He's looking very feisty on the back of that hill also. He wants to get past as quick as possible to chase down that podium position that Eric so currently occupies. West and Monkey, or Dweller. Dweller's had an issue. He's lost position to Monkey, now up into 9th place, and now Dark Ninja's going to be having a look at him. We're going to be having a go at him. And that's Dweller into 11th. Awful start for Dweller, has to be said. Up at the front, Yarno already put a 2-second gap to Zach, who has Eric for company. Eric is not letting him go in the slightest. Looking up at the intervals, looks like this is our closest, just about our closest battle on track right now. Coleman chasing the back of RG.
Dark Ninja on the back of, Dart on the back of Dark Ninja. But obviously had that mistake, and now Dark Ninja is going to be the one to feel his wrath as he tries to make his way back up the grid. Not the easiest. Oh, excuse me. Not the easiest overtake in the wet, especially around here. Drivers are going to have to get a bit improvisational, a bit clever. As Monkey on the back of West, these two definitely, these two coming into contact. Monkey continued his brilliant start. He looks one of the quickest drivers on the track, as we said. That Force India. So, gap starting to form. Coleman, although, still keeping RG in his sights. RG in turn really not wanting to let George go either, so still all to play for. Here comes Monkey. I'm going to say it'd be great to stick his nose down there. It'd be nice to stick his nose down here, and he does so. Does he make the move stick? He does. Not much Wes can do about that. Monkey up into 8th place. Look at this for him. Look at position changes. 9 positions we go. Bit of a train breaking away of pretty much 11th to 1st, all within 1 second of each other, although I say 1st, probably 2nd. Because Yarno obviously running away with this. Eric keeping Zach company. More than company, he's pretty much hounding him, on the borderline of hounding him. No DRS enabled, so it's going to be hard to overtake, but in the right there it's going to be hard to defend. Well, Sam in the back of Dark Ninja, who is now latching, looks like onto the back of West. Bit of lag there, I think. He's not impacting anybody too much. Monkey on Coleman. Monkey is just making an unreal charge. I'm really enjoying watching him just side and switch in the field. Hopefully he doesn't get any wind damage or anything silly like that. He's doing good so far. He's doing a much better job of his blood of overtaking these drivers. We have to see whether Monkey or not comes up behind Coleman having to fight for his life off of this high-flying Mercedes driver. Dark Ninja is out of this race. Completely missed that. I'm sorry. But it looks like once again, Dark Ninja just crashes himself out.
Here goes Monkey. Colorman fights him, but he gives him enough room just about. This Dark Ninja, what happened there? I want to know. He's doing so well. Pushing West through those corners. His Monkey. I don't even know how West must have made mistakes somewhere because Monkey was nowhere near him there. The Monkey now opened his 7th place. I'm really enjoying watching his charge to the field. So, rain is falling. I feel like it's a bit heavier. It is currently Yarno. 9 seconds from Zach, who's struggling a bit. Eric in 3rd place. 5th is Pito. 4th is Pito, rather. 5th is Jordan, about 5 seconds off. 6th, RG. 7th, Monkey, who's had a really start. 9th, West. 10th. 7th Monkey, 8th West, 9th Dweller, 10th Maddie. As Colorman makes his pit stop. Bit of an early one from Colorman. This one should be a normal, easy one stop. The level with Eric, because he has to be doing something right to be able to keep up with Zach at this time. RG on the back of Jort. Both drivers replacing only a place. RG on Jort, looking feisty. He wants to make that move for 5th. Eric just staying that 7, 8 tenths behind Zach. Not really do anything about the gap. Looking got a good one out of this out of Ryan Beckett's into Stowe. And nobody else to help him there. Someone's the back of it with RG. Hustling and harrying for that 5th spot. RG now. Losing the back end. but he just about manages to keep it on the track. The driver defensive, no he will not. Will RG go for the move? No, he will not back out of it. You see a few guys going to the pits, Coleman, Burt and Russell all into stops, all having stops. Don't know whether those are scheduled or that someone's foot wing has been blown off, but here comes RB slow in the back of the door. Back in this battle, George still keeping up RG behind in 6th place. I feel like these guys are just on the edge of just losing a wheel or a front wheel. They're just so close to spinning it every time, so close to each other. And neither goes Monkey, who started so far back, now looking like he's battling for 5th place. There goes Monkey down the inside. He wasn't hanging around like RG was. He wants to make them stick immediately. Still side by side. RG keeps position. That being said, Monkey wants to switch back into Magnus and Beckett's, but he just about backs out of it. That looked like desync. Whether it was, I do not know, but RG's going for a spin. And Matty is just about able to avoid him. With West and RG and Matty. Matty's seemingly gained about of pace, and he has RG who's also struggling with doing qualifying before he got that lap in. So there's a few mini battles going on this track. You can pinpoint. Jordan and Monkey, who's found his opens at 5th place. He's actually just gotten Jordan. West and Dweller, RG and Maddie, all in their own little battles of their own. Sometimes they occasionally converge on each other. As you can see on the view of Dweller, we can just about make out Jordan's 3 of them into the pits. West decides he wants to stay out. As a bit of a an overtake there. Jordan getting Monkey. I can't see my full screen, so I don't know whether anyone got a 5-second stop and go there. But Dweller followed them, so we'll see how that turns out for the 3 cars. Looks like Monkey just about keeps his position ahead of Jordan. I'm gonna check if any of them got any drive-through from that. Look at penalties. Yarno, not a warning. Zach, one warning. One warning for Salah. A penalty for Pito. West, nothing. RG, a penalty. Maddie, a penalty. Chris, a penalty. Monkey, ooh, penalty. He's near another one. George is fine, so George just slammed on the brakes and he nailed it. Dweller has 3 penalties already. I don't know what he's doing on that track, but he's not taking it properly. Here comes Maddie on RG. These two still going at it. And Maddie is going to have to shuffle in for the time being. Eric in the pits. Will Eric... I think he'll get the pit. Okay, good. I was a bit confused there. So Eric, he's I think he's a comfortable third already. RG into the... West rather into the pits. RG, don't follow him in, thank you. RG stays out. Maddie stays out. Chris should probably come in if he knows what's up. But no, he did not. So these two are still going to keep going at it. We'll see where West filters out in relation to Monkey, Jor, and Dweller. Eric comes out behind the battling of Matty and RG. West is such a long pit lane. He's still in there. Avoid Monkey. We see the Renault coming out now. Does Dweller jump in? Dweller is not jumping. So he's going to have to stick behind the Renault again. Yet still, rather. So fair enough to West. He might maintain his position. And now he's got the freshest boots out of these three. Maddie and RG, however, still going at it. RG, I think, has lost a lot of time. I don't know where, but he was in this in that little scrap. Oh, he spun. I forgot that he spun, didn't he? So that's why he's battling with Maddie. Not a good day for the Bulls. Usually they're quite solid in and around the podium area as well. Not a good day for them so far. We'll see if they can pick that up. As Zach enters the pits, 19 seconds off Yanov, that is a pit stop. RG's made a bit of breathing to Maddie, so fair play to him. RG into the pits, yes, Maddie stays out. Closest gap on track remains these two. Dweller on the back of West. Apologies for the lackluster commentary in the past, I don't know, half hour. I'm so tired. Very sleep deprived. But hopefully things should pick up. As Dweller remains on the back of West. Looking to get that position. As, yeah, you can see West is not far from Jordan and Monkey at all. So, depending on the development of this race, as Zach stuck behind Maddie, that's not going to help his cause. Yeah, depending on the development of this race, we could see a bit of a swapping between Monkey, Jordan, and West. Monkey, so far, is definitely my driver of the day. He's navigated the field expertly, should we say, from what was like week 17. As Zach has caught Maddie in the worst part of the track, really. He's going to have to be stuck behind him for quite a while. You just have to watch out because Maddie's going to be a lot slower than you on the Team Magazine Beckett, especially with his fresher tires. He hasn't got the best run, so he's going to have to sit behind him still. He's going to be hoping Maddie pits this up. As John continues, John has that luxury to be able to continue. His tires are fine. He's out with cruise control at the moment. Jordan on the back of Monkey. It looks like Jordan has fixed whatever problems he was having because Monkey seemed a lot quicker on the that stage, although he's had a mistake out of Magazine Beckett, so lost a bit more time. Jordan also out of the 1 second range. When he does indeed pit. As is Samu. Eric is very close to Zach, and forgot about how close they were. So we'll see how this develops. Eric not letting Zach out of his sight. Oh, George, a bit of a twitch there. And yeah, Wes is catching it quite a lot, and Wes is dropping Dweller, so looks like Wes is definitely on a charge. So that's his Booge in the chat saying this, but Booge mentioned that you know, he did crash on his own violation. So I'm looking to him, but gotta keep your head up and hopefully he can be challenging. He had a very nice run out in I believe it was he France? I think he was doing one in France when he retired. I think he scored points in Austria, so yeah, they were definitely gonna be up, but a bit of a mistake today sees him again pointless. Maddie on the back of Coleman, who really just dropped down after this very impressive qualifying. He's not been able to keep that at all. Imagine how Maddie for comfort as Ruslan is so far from this group. So Chris is in the pits now, meaning everyone should have done their pit stop. Yano did indeed stop eventually, 16 seconds ahead of Zach. He's just dropped him entirely. Ooh, Matty, bit eager on the throttle there. Loses the rear end, and he's got to stick behind Coleman for the time being. You see Matty really revving the car to make sure that, because sometimes when you change gear, like short shifting is fine, but sometimes when you change gear, that really just leaves you vulnerable to the spin. So you can just see Matty making sure to just over rev the car really, which actually gives you traction. I know that's something I apply to my driving as well. So Matty, the tips and tricks from him there, and he's trying to use those tips and tricks to find his way past Coleman. But not yet, to no avail. We'll look at the tyre life. Coleman on 9 lap old tyres, Matty on 1 lap old tyres. Will Coleman make it to the end on those tyres? I do not know. And that's probably why Matty is a lot quicker than the mistake. Coleman might have had an early pit stop. Lap 17 of 26. This is one of the shortest tracks, shortest races on the calendar, alongside Monza. It's a very long track in its own right, is Silverstone, but the lap times are very short because it's so high speed. So only 26 laps for a very short lap time. And we have only 9 of those laps, or I think 8 of those laps to go. As I said, my TV is a bit messed up, I can't see the full screen. So if I sound derpy, you know why. Hold on, interested to see whether he can hold off Matty. How long he can hold off Matty for. This is the only battle we have on track at the moment, as West has lost him out to Jordan and is pulling away from Dwyer. So there's a stalemate throughout the entire grid, really. But yeah, I find following a car in the wet is very difficult. You see, this is where Matty gets his best run, clearly out of Brooklands and Luffield, but don't really take it beyond that.
Coleman just doing enough. You have to say he's doing well to keep ahead of Matty, especially with his worn tires. He's going to be under the cosh from the Red Bull driver, but he has his head down and he's not making any mistakes. This is Matty to be the one making the mistakes, trying to push so hard to get past him. Matty going very deep there. You can see that's just a sign of irritation, subconscious or conscious. He's itching to get past his Sauber. He was definitely keeping his wits about him in this colour, man, so fair play to him. Matty drifts a bit wide, keeps it on exit, doesn't pull a bouge as Bouge did in qualifying. And you got a great round of the Abbey there as Matty and Coleman is just nothing. Absolutely nothing to fight him with. Matty goes down the inside. Coleman tries to stick his front wing in there. He manages to do so. Matty giving him space, but not even get the drive out of left field, and off he goes into the distance. And I will be back in a second. Alright, so Matty got past Coleman, already a 2-second gap to him, so you can tell that he was definitely being held up from the Sauber driver. Dweller on the back of West, that gap has come down exponentially, and the gap from West to George has come down exponentially as well. So Dweller, he's put the pedal to the metal, and West is going to have to fight him off, it seems. I have to say, perfect to Dweller, he hasn't disconnected. So that's a nice omen for the Williams driver. Looking at Monkey, he's pulled away quite a bit from Jordan. Perfect to him. Jordan, quite a lot of errors. West, a lot of errors. And Dweller, he's running a bit low, but he looks to be quite quick at the corners. Jordan makes a bit of a mistake, and West is on the back of him. That's not going to help Dweller, who was catching West. And now he's going to have to deal with West and the slipstream of Jordan, which is not going to help his cause. So unfortunately, the battle with Matty and Coleman ended, but fortunately we were able to get a battle with West and Jordan. Jordan is struggling once again. This happened in the first one, towards the end of it. He just lost all bearings, and he just was making so many mistakes. It's happening. I can't imagine overheating the tires. It's very hard to overheat your tires in the wet. So maybe he's not heating them up enough. I don't know. But as it stands, he's struggling quite a bit with front end, back end, everything end. And he's making a bit of a train of Dweller and West, all itching to get that 6th place off of him. Dweller having to take 2 bites of the corner there, which compromises run. West, although not having the best exit, so could we see a lump from Dweller? As I was saying though, West has that slipstream from George to really help him, so there should not be anything doing. Yeah, Jordan is definitely struggling. It's not looking good for him. Going to be a bit of a mountain to keep the West, and well, not Jordan. Jordan has about 14 millimeters of penalties, but West definitely in the shout of 6th place. Jordan just sliding all about the place. is all getting a bit bunched up. Nice piece of action though. George clearly struggling. I don't know what it is, but he's really not liking the conditions towards the end of his stints. West, I have to say, he's not getting very good exits to really capitalize, and that's just sort of backing Dweller up to him. West is looking very prominent in the corners. He's getting so much time on Dweller and Jordan there. So when you get a better exit, Jordan is just struggling so much. That car is not doing what he wants him to do. What he wants to do is the Mercedes of Jordan. Once again, West is just very tentative on the exit. He just so much time. It's like his car is too grounded. So 7/10 at the moment separates these three. This is going to be, I think, his best chance to overtake because Jordan clearly struggles to move this section of corners. I've never seen a car have so much oversteer and understeer at the same time, and here we go. West is going to get the situation with Jordan. Jordan's going to go super defensive. Dwyer has a breathing watch. We're right on board with him. West will try the outside. Jordan will not let him have it. Dwyer's going to try and stick a nose in there, will he? Will Dwyer go down the inside? No, he won't. He thinks better of it. Nice, careful driving from Dwyer, although honestly I would have gone for it. Oh, he's going to go for it here. Bit of lag, but nothing too doing. Dwyer just stick it down the inside. West gives him space. We'll go off board for this one. This is an amazing battling between these two. And West just about keeps his position. Jeez, my lips are so big they get in the way when I speak. West just about keeps his position, and they start their hunt on Jordan yet again. Jordan's closer than ever before though. Will West get one of his poor exits? He will. He's just so bogged down. Dweller though gets a bit of a weird line, and West should be safe for the time being. Now we continue again. West all over the back of Jordan. With Dweller keeping a watching brief, although I say all over the back, it's almost a second now. But I say that close. It seems these high-speed corners, West is just supreme. You just visibly see him catch up. Lyndon Magnuson Beckett's, I think it speaks for itself. Jordan is not liking Magnuson Beckett's whatsoever. Jordan's had a bit of a mishap, so he's lost out there. I think Jordan definitely looking a bit more solid than he was a few laps ago, or the last lap even. West is not on the back of him. Although I say that, Jordan just loses a tenth pretty much every corner he goes through. It's just a tenth he loses. I was saying, I've never seen a car understeer and oversteer at the same time. It's kind of impressive. Jordan getting so sideways. West surely this is his chance. Jordan goes defensive. West has to just sting it down the inside. No, he's not close enough. Jordan is not driving Formula 1. He's driving rally. He's driving Formula Drift. He's doing something else. That is not the behavior of a Formula 1 car, but West just does not get a good exit out there. I don't know what it is. Either he's too tentative, or he's maybe running full traction or something. I don't know, but West does not get a good exit out of those corners. And Jordan keeps his position. Dweller almost got him, but lurched back a bit, so don't really know where Dweller's car is at all times, which can be a bit scary. We are on lap, as I can't see my TV, bear with me. We're on lap 24 out of 26. Jono is comfortably leading this race. West, I'm going to run more with West now because this is obviously the place. Jordan, that was a shaft. That was definitely a warning, or at least a penalty. Jordan clearly struggling through Stowe. Dweller getting an amazing run yet again. Although West has that slipstream. Jordan Gonna block the inside as hard as he possibly can. West is gonna try the outside. Will he do it? They're side by side. Contact. West sort of goes off track there, and Dweller's gonna get the pair of them, is he? Oh, he gets Jorrit. He's gonna try the inside of West as well. Nothing doing. West up into P6. And Dweller follows, and Dweller completely shot to the track. Whether that's a penalty, I don't know. He already has a lot of penalties. West completely backs out of the corner, and Dweller takes 6th place. Oh, a bit dodgy, that I have to say, but it's not going to have too much of a bearing on the result considering the penalties Dweller has. Maybe West is aware of this, so he doesn't care too much. But, yeah. Jorrit's car is just not working. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's not. Look who's joining the party. Matty is 7/10 behind Jorrit. He's come out of literally nowhere. All of a sudden he's looking at a tasty P, possibly 6 if things go perfectly for him. You just know Matty's been putting in qualifying laps to catch up to these two. I did not notice him at all. Gonna have to check how many laps are left because my TV is too big and I can't see the full screen. 25. Jorrit struggling so much. How he hasn't spun yet, I will not know. Matty really trying Maggins and Beckett's. He backs out on the last second. Wise decision. I think West was very smart to back out of the first corner. He didn't have to go side by side with Weller. So he got his penalties. Matty, he's not going to mess around to overtaking Jorrit. He's going to go for it immediately. Ooh, very solid braking from Matty around the outside. Jorrit giving him a bit of a tap, pushes him off wide, and Matty keeps that position. Takes 8th place off Jorrit, so Jorrit just dropping like a stone. Anyway, while those three settle themselves, we're on board with Jarno, who is on lap 25 with 26. It's been a commanding drive from the winning driver. Not as commanding as his race yesterday, where I beat him, but that's for another day. Now's the final corner to take the white flag. Looks like that will do it for the rest of the battles tonight. So we're just going to be watching Jarno and see how he's pulled that 25-second gap to Zach, who has also put a 9-second gap to Eric. So fair enough. Found his bearings in the second stint. Samuel sort of caught up to Eric, has to be said. So we'll see how penalties decide the podium. Monkey 22 seconds off that scrap, although he started 19th, so not 19th, 17th, so fair play to Monkey. He had a brilliant race. I think I'm gonna have to give him guys the day, because he's been supreme. So, round stow, as Matty is looking on the back of Van West, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. That was the round stow now. Into the final 2 corners. It's been a commanding drive, as we said, from Jorrit. He's gonna do a donut. He's got the time to do it. Can't fault him. He's going to cross the line and he's going to win CWC round 10 in Britain. Congratulations. On board with Matty and Jorrit really struggling towards the end of that stint. I don't know what it is, but he was just struggling so badly. Zach comes across the line to finish 18 seconds behind Jarno. Made a lot better by Jarno deciding to do donuts. Matty looking very solid for Maggins and Beckett's. Will he have a last minute go on West? Who knows? Monkey might, if he has a perfect stall. Eric does indeed take third position. He did not have a penalty. Pitto rather did, but he'll take fourth. Monkey's going to cross the line soon up in fifth, but here comes Matty. Will he go for it? He might as well. It's the last lap of the race. No, he doesn't. He's going to stick behind West. So Monkey crosses the line. He takes fifth place. Great result from him. Weller is going to take... No, he's not. Weller's going to take 8th. West will take 6th. Matty will take 7th. Quite a lot of penalties in the end as well. We'll enjoy it. Chum. Weller. Almost 4/10. He was so close. Coleman takes 10th place, the final point position, and Chris will round out the standings. So that'll do it for round 10 in Britain. It was a very wet race, very tumultuous conditions. Yarno would have won on his return. I believe he's won every race he's participated in, so he's a very strong driver. I think that goes without saying, and he's showing that again tonight. So, your standings, your classification: Yarno, first place; second, Zach; third, Eric; fourth, Pito; fifth, Monkey; and something in the grid. I think he's my driver of the day. West, sixth; seventh, Matty; 8th, Dweller; 9th, Jorid; 10th, Coleman; 11th, Chris; 12th, Russ; 13th, RG. DNFs are RG, Berto, Dark Ninja, Bruges, and Class. So yeah, that'll do it for round 10. Thank you for watching. I've been at Odems, aka VSR Marquez's. And yeah, see you next week.